Well, hello there, folks. It's me, your old pal Herb Dashwell, playing a vintage story yet again. Last time we did a lot of fun things, didn't we? We always do fun things. Always. I mean, unless they're not fun. But you know what? We're doing fun things right now. But last episode, we got plenty of things. We got this lovely house that we definitely didn't steal from a corpse. We got ourselves a little bit of food. We got ourselves the beginning of the Copper Age, as you can see from our pickaxe in the corner. And we've got plenty of storage and just a nice little start. And I think today we should expand upon what we've already got. I think it's time for a makeover. I think it'd be beautiful to have a nice house that's a little bit expanded, have a good forge and everything. Since last episode, I have done a few different things. I've got ourselves a raw anvil mold because we'll need that soon. I went ahead and made our hammer mold, finished that up, and I'm making some crocks to make a upgraded type of food, and I'm preparing for a storage expansion, which I've already got. I've gotten a few berries. The first thing we should do, I think, is sleep, obviously, because it's very late at night. We need to expand our storage closet. It's a lot. Well, it's not a lot. That's the problem. First thing we need is our anvil mold finished. Smelt our copper. Pour it in there, make ourselves an anvil, and we can hammer out all the tools we need. While we're doing that, we can go around to all these ruins, dig them up, clean it out, and expand on our house. Ah! Who hit me? Ah, a creepy crawly. You get out of here. See, it's good we're wearing armor. Remember that? We're wearing armor. If we weren't wearing it, this dude would have hit us pretty hard and we would have been dead. Hey, we'll go kill him. So when you kill these fellas, sometimes they'll drop things. Oh, this one dropped a lot. So he dropped a rusty gear and some flax fibers. Remember, rusty gears are currency in this game. So if you got rusty gears, you got money. And we've got a little bit of it. I also found these fun things while I was out exploring. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and fire our raw anvil mold. And boom, we've got that all under control. So now we've got ourselves a good pit kiln going, and our raw anvil mold will hopefully be finished sooner rather than later. I do think it's about time that we clear out these ruins, or at least clean the area up a little bit so we can prepare for an expansion, or maybe a total reconstruction of our house to make it look, well, quite literally more homey. So let's go ahead and dig all this up and get our bony soil that we can turn into good things. What's interesting is you can break cobblestone with your bare hands, which is just insane to me. I don't know why that's a thing that you can do. Well, that's all right. I don't think this is technically grave robbing, is it? No. Surely not. Surely it's not grave robbing. No, considering I'm living in a crypt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Does this mean this whole thing was a graveyard and I'm just digging the whole thing up? I think I'm digging up a graveyard. Oh. Well, they don't need these things anymore. That's fine. I need them. It's not like they need them in the afterlife. Do you, bud? Okay. Nod yes if you need any of this. He didn't nod. So he doesn't need any of this. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to keep on taking what I consider ours. Because we live here now. And, well, he doesn't. Because he's dead. That's vintage story for ya, baby. You die, you lose. And you died, sucker. So now on to Ruin 2, now that we've finished that one. This one's oddly shaped. So we're going to have to dig out the outline of this one first. A little bit of archaeology. Ooh, look. What did we need the archaeology update in Minecraft for when archaeology was here the whole time? Alright, now that we've gotten most of the dirt out of here, I think we'll wait until we have more pickaxes to dig out the other two. This structure and that structure. Alright, this is still burning. I put down our storage vessel that we found in one of the other ruins in here just to get it out of our inventory, and I'm going to empty out a few other things, just so we're not so cluttered. Ouch, what's hurting me? Oh, I'm out of food. So as you can see, my food bar is completely empty and I am dying of hunger. And if we die, well, we die, and I don't want to have to walk all the way back because you do not respawn in your bed. You spawn at your original spawn point. That's if you have multiple lives turned on. If you don't, well, you're out of luck, and that's the game. Let's find berries or something, or maybe we'll kill an animal and eat its raw flesh. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That'll eat my raw flesh. Oh, dear God. Okay, we'll go this way and pretend we never saw him. Let's, ooh, well, maybe we could get a ram. I'd almost feel bad killing it. And it's got a whole family. And that cow's got a baby. But the cow provides a lot of meat. No, it's a male. Oh, no! Ow! Oh, no. Ow! Oh, we've got him on the run now. Oh. We have felled the beast, and now we harvest its meat. Its flesh is ours, a whole tin raw red meat. All for our stomach. Hey, it's the old house. Hello, old house. Good to see you, friend. We had such memories here in episode 1. Remember we burned something in there? And the moss! The moss! That's why we left. It's because of the moss we left, because of the moss. So in order to cook actual meals, you need raw cooking pots. Alright, and there. Now we have all 4 raw cooking pots, and we're going to need the pit kiln. So we're going to need to make more pit kiln spots, considering all the things we need to make. I really do want to make a new house. As well as the crypt is working for us, it doesn't feel like it's ours. Maybe we could turn the crypt into a sort of, treasure storage area. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Ah, a good idea. Good job, Herb. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and turn this crypt that we're living in currently into a treasure storage area of sorts. And we'll build our own house nearby. So this is just a nice area that we'll decorate and fill with our goodies from our adventures. Let's clear out a spot right next to the area, and we'll build ourselves a little cabin. Because I'd like to have an actual house that we made with our bare hands, and we didn't borrow from an individual. Let's go ahead and we'll make an outline for the house. So we'll put the entrance right here, and then we'll have wood every 3, so that'll be, maybe we'll put the wood on the outside. Oh, I'm starving now. Let's hurry up and eat. Yummy. So yes, this is where our entrance will be, so it can line up with the path that we'll create. We'll have wood here and here, so it's kind of an interior design. We'll continue like so. Okay, so I widened it so we'd have more area inside after I put our planks and wood down. So we'll have a 3 by 3 entry, and then we'll have it go into a hallway where eventually we'll have a stairwell. It'll go into another 3 by 3. So we'll have another 3 by 3 right here. Full house here. Or, as a matter of fact, what if we did like this? That goes 2, that goes 3, so it doesn't line up perfect, but it lines with the 3 by 3 I want, and we could put good stairs here. I think actually that would work perfectly. So let's do that. There we are. So that's a good outline, I think, and we'll put the wood around it eventually. So now we have 5 bushmeat that's cooked. We have 5 more that's cooking. That holds us over for a little bit. And our anvil is done. That's wonderful. So let's take our anvil out, and we'll pop that sucker right there. So now what we can do is we can put our bowls in here. Get our sticks. Get our firewood. So now what I'm doing is I'm smelting the bowls that were over here, and we'll be able to cook real good food. Not but a few minutes after it's done. I really like how pine looks on the outside, actually. And there's plenty of pine around all the time. So let's go ahead and put these pine logs that we have along the edges. There we go. So now that we have the general foundation, we need to dig out the sides and build it up. So now that the red meat is done, we can eat it. Yummy. We can go ahead and put our... We can go ahead and put our copper on the fire, and then we can make our anvil mold, and we can get a lot of good things I'm very excited for. So let's pour our anvil mold. No, we can't. Duh. We have to put our crucible on there. We have to get our copper ingots out of here. That's where I put them. Put our copper ingots in there. And we need to light the fire up to a good temperature first with our firewood. And then we can move from there. We're going to use our spare pickaxe to mine a little bit of this extra craggly bits that are hanging off the edges. We'll do that one. And we can turn things into different stones and different type of blocks. Not like you can in Minecraft, but you can make conglomerate cobblestones, and you can make pathway blocks. There's plenty of things you can make with just the stones. And when you get a little bit more advanced, you can start making things such as stone bricks. You can make, well, a lot of things, as a matter of fact. It's fantastic. There we are. So let's pour this into the anvil mold. Oh, that's right. So we need 900 units of liquid copper to make it, and we had 400, which I'm going to have to go for another copper run. Oh. So we didn't find copper, but we did find lead bits, which is good. Is there any more lead? No? Let's dig down and see if we can't find any. Just right here. No, I don't think so. It didn't come in a large enough bunch. So if we were lucky, that lead would have been down there, but it's not. It's not in high enough quantities. Lead is good to have, though. It's useful for plenty of things, and once we get to the machine age, we'll be able to make plenty of things with it. Now, the lead that we got will make a good snack, and I've heard it's got a very sweet taste, so we'll be able to experiment with that soon. I recommend all of you folks at least try a little bit of lead. Ask your parents first if it's okay. It's good for you. It does not have any negative side effects, nothing. I eat lead at least 3 times a day, and look how I am. I forgot where I was. So we went down this cave. Usually copper doesn't spawn in the caves like that, but... Oh, well it... Huh. Never mind. We found some native copper here, but it doesn't look like too much. Let's check all of these crevasses. See what we can find. And we have found good things. You see this stuff? This is called saltpeter. Saltpeter is useful for gunpowder and other such things. We don't really need gunpowder right now, but it will become helpful in the future. We can also use it as a fertilizer. Saltpeter is good for gunpowder and fertilizers. So looky what we found here. This thing here is a ruin. Sometimes, you know, they spawn above ground like we've seen, but this one is a special underground ruin. It's very, very old homes, and I don't want to destroy what's inside of it, so I don't want to break the walls. You just need to carefully mine around it until we find the entrance to it. There it is. So not only has the entrance shown itself, but we've gotten ourselves a rusty gear and a nice path to the outside world. So let's check out what's in here. Well, this does look cozy, doesn't it? Right. So cool. This isn't spooky at all. We don't really have the inventory space to carry much of this, but there's a lot of gears. A Forlorn Hope veil. It's tattered. Let's put it on. Let's look fancy, shall we? Where do we put it on at? There. Ah. Can we break this and take it? And use it for our own? Oh, we can. That's really helpful. And we'll go ahead and come back to get the rest of them. We'll go ahead, come back, get the wallpaper another time, and put it in our house to look very pretty. What do you folks think? Oh, coming out, we found ourselves some copper, so that's very lucky. This has been a very lucky expedition, so I'm glad that we went out and we found all of this. So we're back at the house. We can put all of these gears away. I think I'm going to need more storage for this, but luckily we got ourselves some chests and things of that nature. They're all collapsed, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. So now we just have storage galore, and we don't really have to worry about it anymore. It's just cluttering up our space. This is why we need to go ahead and build our house. This ruin seems like it would have something good in it. Maybe food. I hope so. I don't know how deep down it goes. Or, heck, if it even does go any further. Oh, maybe it does. Yes! Oh, this is the best bed you can find! We have found the best bed in the game. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, if we sleep, we'll die. Oh, no. Or maybe we won't. Good luck all around, folks. Good luck all around, except for the fact that we're starving to death. That's not so lucky. Wait a minute. Is this copper? This is copper. There was copper right here in front of our house. All I had to do was cut down a few trees, and boom, there's some copper. Sometimes I feel like that meme with the guy that's mining for diamonds, and he doesn't find any, and he turns around. But then there's the guy next to him that ends up finding them. So now our cooking bowls are done. So you need to put our raw red meat in there. It'll create 6 servings of red meat stew. And boom, that's lit. Now that it's lit, we can wait for it to cook. It'll take just a little bit. And then we need bowls. We never made bowls. That's fine. The food in there lasts a good while, so I'm not too worried about it. We have our soup, or our stew, excuse me, and it provides 1,680 saturation of protein. That is fantastic. But as you can see, we can't just eat it. But it does last a good long time, and if we put it in one of these crocks here, it lasts even longer. 2 crock pots, and we're good. So we'll put this back, and we have actually a good amount of food, and it'll be good for several days. See that? 5.2 days, 7.1 days, and 5.2 days. They'll all be good. And that's plenty enough time for these to finish up. We'll be able to eat. And that should provide us through at least fall. So, if you could say we did anything this episode, we've secured ourselves food and gotten ourselves a nice new home, almost complete. I think what we'll do is we'll make this our storage area. We'll make this our living quarters. So we'll have a fire over here. We'll have our bed here, and maybe some other personal effects over here. And there we are. Now we have all of our storage kind of moved in here. It doesn't look pretty, but it works. We have our tools moved, and everything in here is moved, so we have a nice room. And we'll put our fire pits here and here, and we'll be able to build those up. Now that we have a door, I believe that is officially what we can call a home. So I went ahead and dug out another ruin, or at least into it, and I found ourselves a farming vessel. Oh, yeah, flax fibers and feathers. And ourselves, what? And we get ourselves an aged wooden chair. That's going to be really nice to sit in. So with this seat, I'm going to put it, you know what? I think, oh wait, where should I put it? Let's put it here. Well, folks, I believe that does it for this episode. If you liked what you see, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button to know every single time we go live. If you want to watch these things live, as a matter of fact, you can subscribe to us on Twitch. Or, of course, you can just follow us here on YouTube. No, wait. Take that, flip it, follow us on Twitch, subscribe here on YouTube. Just do both, as a matter of fact. It's the best way to know whenever we're doing something. It was an absolute pleasure bringing you this kind of content. I love Vintage Story, and I love talking to you folks. So, good night, good morning, good afternoon, listeners and viewers of Dashwell Broadcasting. This has been your friend and your host, Herb Dashwell, signing out for the evening. You take care, everyone.